Alright, this is a beginner video lesson for kids. So we're going to talk about how to hold our fiddle correctly and how to hold our bow correctly. And then this is correctly for a child. And we're going to practice pulling our bow on our strings and getting a good tone and pulling it far enough and getting a good enough use of bow and correct technique. Okay, so we're not going to put our hands down on any strings for this lesson. We're just going to be doing open strings. We're going to hold our neck of our fiddle like this in the crook of your hand, not way down like this, way in the bottom, but up here about like this, kind of in this area, and keeping our hand from not touching. We're not going to hold it like this. This is wrong. You do not want to let the neck of your fiddle rest on the palm of your hand. Rotate your hand forward, and we're just going to hold it like this. Okay? Alright? Now our bow. Our bow we're going to hold like this. We're going to have our thumb. This is called your frog. Right here, this is the frog. This part of your bow. We're going to hold our thumb on the bottom of it and our fingers up on top. The thing like the top of your bow up here. Okay? A pinky down here like this. Fingers spread a little bit. And thumb down on the bottom like that. Okay? We're not going to hold it like this. We don't grab our bow and hold it in a fist like this. That's wrong. Okay? So thumb under here, kind of between the first joint in your fingernail, kind of right on top of your fingernail. Other fingers up on top of the bow like this. Okay? Now we're going to practice just playing open strings. Now you want to play on your fiddle right in this section here between the bridge and the end of your neck, the black part here. You don't want to bow way up on here in the black area, and you definitely don't bow behind your bridge. Okay? So we're going to practice pulling our bow and try starting kind of close to the bottom, about in this section. See where this here winding ends? We're going to start about there and pull our bow down to about halfway up the neck of your bow. Okay? So here we go, each individual string. The first string, the thickest string with the lowest sound, that's a G string. Okay, so let's try our G string. Just pulling our bow. Hands in the correct position here. Not grabbing our neck like this. Open like this. Loosely there. Not down in the crack like this too far either. But just kind of about there. Okay, here we go. On the G string. Starting with a downward pull, we're going to pull down. Now back up. Nice steady pulls. Medium amount of pressure. You don't want to push too hard, then you get... That's wrong. You don't want to push too light, like this, so that it squeaks. Just a medium pressure. Okay, now your elbow needs to be up like this. Held up a little bit, not way high up like this, but just held up away from your body. And when you're pulling, you're going to pull out straight away from your body. So you're not going to pull like this into your body. You don't want to pull your strings like this, because what that does is puts your bow crooked on your strings and pulls them across crooked. So you're going to keep it like this so it pulls it straight across the string so it doesn't squeak. Okay, so here we go. G. check your hand. Is your hand still correct? Are you holding it correctly? Good job. Alright, now we're going to go to the next string. The next string is the D string. Okay, that sounds a little bit higher sounding, so here we go. We're going to try to hit only the D string and none of the other strings. Here we go, down bow again, pulling away from our body, elbow up, hand in the correct position here, holding our bow correctly here with the tips of our fingers on top of the wood. Here we go. Sorry. Okay, using lots of bow. Alright, now let's try it on the A string. The next string over is the A string. Medium pressure, try and hit only the A string. Alright, now last of all, the baby string, the E string, has the highest sound. Is your hand still correct? Look and see. Make sure it's correct. Alright, is your hand still correct on your bow? Alright, if it is, then let's try the E string, pulling down like this away from your body, keeping your elbow up a little bit, not hyperextended like weird, but just away from your body a little bit. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's what you practice, doing each string, making sure you're holding this part correct, making sure you're holding your bow correct, making sure you're putting a medium amount of pressure, and keeping your elbow away from your body, not tucked in like this. Okay, a medium away, and then when you pull straight out, so you're straight across the strings, not crooked on the strings. Not like this, crooked on the strings, but straight.